Hey guys, I'm Sarah and I'm a business consultant to Pilates studio owners and teachers. And I want to talk to you today about the different things that you can do inside your business to adapt and evolve to the ever-changing environment. Now, this has been a challenging time, and I know that you've already had to adapt a ton with probably closing your studio, possibly reopening, and possibly even closing down again. And in that time, you've had to learn some new technology tools, some new software tools, and where exactly you should put in a camera that makes you look good, right? Now, what we've had to go through so far, I won't lie to you, has probably been the hardest thing you've had to go through as a business owner, and may well be the hardest thing you ever go through as a business owner. And so I want to help you overcome some of the challenges that you're facing right now. And I know that as we went into this lockdown period that we thought was going to be quite short-lived initially, we made some big changes to our businesses. And some of those changes were very good, and some of those changes didn't really help us in the long term. So I want to help you kind of reposition things so that you're setting yourself up for what might come and for a good rest of the year and the years ahead. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to be speaking with your clients on a regular basis. If you are doing online classes, online one-on-ones, you want to still take the time to have that chit chat, to check in with your clients, to see how they're doing and what they are thinking, okay? You are in a client relationship business, right? That is what your business is built on. And so it's really important for you to develop those relationships and really know how your client's feeling and what they're thinking about what's happening, and specifically about how they're using your business and your services. The other thing that, one of the other big changes that happened when we went into this lockdown was that many people adjusted their pricing quite significantly. And we did see a lot of free content, of free classes. And I think that was a really beautiful, wonderful thing to be able to share your services with the community if you did that. But since we now know that this is going to be a very sort of long journey back to who knows where, some level of normal, I want to make sure that your pricing is in alignment with what your business needs for you to sustain itself for the foreseeable future, at least. So you might want to just revisit your pricing and restructure your pricing if you feel like it's not exactly where you need it to be for your business to grow and thrive. Now, one of the things that many people did that I thought was a great idea, and I want to share with you if you haven't done this, and you can still do this as part of your ongoing business, is to add some merchandise to your services or your retail. And a lot of people made sort of bought and sold all sorts of props that they passed on to their clients as a part of a package. And it was a great way not only to generate revenue for the studios, but also to add in some interest to those classes. Okay, so I know a lot of people were concerned about only being able to teach mat, and that might not be enough for clients. And I have a few thoughts about that, but I'll share those for another video. But I think that adding some props in there is always a really nice way to keep things interesting and keep your clients challenged as well. A couple of other things that you definitely want to be thinking about as we sort of transition into this being a very long-term plan for our business. And that is, if initially when we went into lockdown, you scrapped your cancellation policies or your no-show fees, perhaps. I know a lot of people did a lot of different things. So you might want to come back to revisiting those policies and thinking about what makes sense for the current environment, knowing that we're going to be in this for a while. So perhaps you might want to, if you're opening up and you have limited capacity like so many have, you might want to make sure those no-shows get charged again, because you don't want to lose out on that revenue just given how little space you may be working with inside of your studio. So you also may want to enforce that cancellation policy, and you may want to extend it depending on what changes you had made as you went into lockdown, or depending on what your business had initially. So a lot of these things you had in place beforehand may not work so well with the current environment. We just want to make sure that we are setting ourselves up for the long haul. We don't know how long we're going to be in this crazy time for, but we definitely need to adapt in order for us to sustain our businesses through the period that we are going through right now. If you enjoyed this tip and you want more tips like it, you can search for my name on the Pilatesology website, or you can go to spring3.com, where you'll find a ton of other articles and tips and free resources there available to you.